Excuse me?
Such a beautiful woman drinking such a mundane wine. Chenin Blanc, not bad for fragrance, but too sheepy.
Sorry, did you say sheepy?
This is a fitting wine for a woman as lovely as yourself. May I pour you some?
Oh, I suppose.
Condor is a tricky thing. Like most Viognier, it loves the sun. But if it soaks up too much of it, the grapes would trade acidity for overbearing flavors saturated with alcohol. Oh, exquisite.
Thanks for the upgrade. What do you think of it? Oh, you must meet someone. This is the artist, and this is?
An admirer. Very nice.
Thanks.
It's reminiscent of the later works of Willem de Kooning.
Well, possibly, we don't know the backstory, but possibly he was cultured, that he came from a cultured background, and he has distinctions. He has distinctions about wine, he has distinctions about paintings, and things like that. But this is not uncommon for someone to lose everything. It happens.
Yeah. I think that one thing that you did so well is that there was nothing malicious about anything that your character ever did. They didn't come into any kind of a situation and try and stir things up. He just was that person. He knew about the finer things in life somehow, some way, whether he grew up with it, and I don't know what you did as an actor to get there, but the way you came across was just really so genuine. And
yeah, well, this is I credit that to Mumtaz, to his very, very clear direction, and constantly reminding me when I would go off track a little bit, constantly, gently pushing me back into the track to go. Right? I think that's right, isn't it?
Yeah. No, but the another good thing is about I discussed all characters, like with Mike Williams and Bob McAndrew, that this is your characters. You are not Khan. You are very pleasant. You have to convince with your appearance.
And we had a fun scene together in the Rolls Royce. He was a salesman selling Rolls Royce.
I know, yeah. We're going to talk about that. I think we're going to take a break, and afterwards we'll come back and we'll talk to the actors about their preparation for their roles and to Mumtaz about the film. And we're back, and we're going to talk more with Mumtaz Hussain, the director of Push Button 4, and his two actors, Bob McAndrew and Mike Williams. Mumtaz, there's a great scene in the film where Bob's character, the man, goes into a Rolls-Royce dealership, and Mike's character is playing the salesman. Can you tell us about that scene and why you put it in the film?
Yeah, because as I said, that in this country there is a status symbols, as in Pakistan is a status symbols different, and in Pakistan status symbols change because the whole Pakistan follow either the bureaucrats or the Britishers who copies Britishers like a Gora Sahab, and all the feudal lords. If they drive Pajero, every person will buy Pajero and drive Pajero. And in this country, the people have the status symbol also, and they also follow. There is a certain class, like the people who drive Rolls Royces. So that is a more like a status symbol for this upper class. So that's why I want to show that the Rolls Royce in this film, because it's an adaptation of that short story of Overcoat, and there's two things which I want to tell, the beauty of the different characters. I mean, the car salesman, in his mind, he wants to sell the Rolls Royce. And he wants to check it out, whether he's a serious buyer or he is just browsing around and just looking around. That's the way they check. And he proved his interest and shows his knowledge about, he knows more than even the car dealer knows. So that's the beauty of the character with the Bob in this film. So they both come, and they both come at the same time and stop at the same time, which I'm really happy the way the both of them delivered the character the way I was looking for. And we did very little rehearsal, but the way I explained, and the both of them gave it to me what I was looking for. They both come together, and the car salesman says, "Good afternoon," and he very elegantly says, "Good afternoon." So the car dealer said, "Oh, you want to look at the catalog?" At the same time, in his mind, he wants to sell the car.
Right.
And he wants to show the catalog. And the Bob, in his mind, that he is well prepared. He knows that what he is looking for.
Sure.
So he wants to buy. At the same time, he said, "Oh, you wanna see the catalog?" At the same time, he said, "No, Phantom." At the same time, it's a cross. Very interesting scene. So I was very pleased to prove this one, that he's a serious buyer. And then he convinced. Yeah. Then he convinced that, oh, he's not just browsing around. He decides if he's gonna buy.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Absolutely stunning day today, isn't it?
Absolutely exquisite.
Would you like to see a
Phantom.
catalog? Ah, the Phantom, of course. Right this way.
And one another, the beauty in this scene is that he's trying to elaborate, oh, the Rolls Royce has this, he has an umbrella, you push the button and it's open automatically. And so
Which just gets more and more perfect.
more and
The car
more
gets
and more, trying to give the sale pitch. And Bob says, he was very specific. I'm looking for a silver Rolls Royce, black inside and this interior, and he explained what he is looking for. Very specific.
Sure.
So it convinced him.
The Phantom, as you may know, can be custom built to any and all of your specifications. Suicide door is our hallmark feature. Sunroof new in our 2005 model. Push button to start and stop the car for your chauffeur. Hand-stitched leather, heated seats, veneered instrument paneling. The electronic door, another unique feature of the Rolls-Royce. And an umbrella.
I'm looking for a coach line. Exterior in silver. Black interior. Boxwood inlays, crown cut veneer.
Excellent choice.
Another very, very beautiful things in this character which I come up, that his name, and he's Italian, and
This is Mike's character.
Mike character.
Yeah, yeah.
And Bob asked him, okay, what is your name? He says, John. Then he thinks, but that my name is very difficult.
Oh yeah?
Huh.
Oh, yeah.
His name is very John Montedoricio. That's the
That's
Italian.
right. That's right. Yeah, I remember that. I remember.
Yeah.
Dericio.
Dericio.
You gotta roll it.
Yeah,
You have to roll it a
he's
little bit.
Italian, and his name is a little difficult.
Okay.
And then when he was trying to tell his name, John Montedoricio, then he thought. And you know, in the character, when you develop the character, there's a psychological things going in the character mind. Then he thinks that it's a very difficult name. So, oh, people call me Johnny. But he is so clever and intelligent, he remembered his name right away. No, Mr. John Montedoricio.
Wow.
What is the interval, and what is the service, and what is all those, you know, the facilities you are offering? I mean, he was completely overwhelming.